Hey Simmers, I'm Erin. I play The Sims, and you guys, it is a beautiful morning in Moonwood Mill. We are on, I think, the second day of our vacation. Very excited to do this with you all. I don't know why Mom brought breakfast all the way over there to prepare, but you know, whatever makes her happy. Y'all, we have some stuff that we're going to do. I'm very excited for the gameplay in this episode. So Mama is making some healthy meals. We've got Topaz over here being so sweet. So responsible. He is setting the table in his beautiful Topaz place settings so that we know it's him. He is a giving sim, I think. I get those vibes from him. So he's like, hey, my siblings are, getting up, getting dressed. I can do this for everybody. What is Dad doing? Dad is setting the table now. Okay, great. The boys are setting the table because it is preparation day. And they really can't participate in it. I think they could bake for fun. It's just not primarily going to be their job. They're so hungry right now. While everybody is cooking, while the girls are cooking, I am going to have Dad talk to Topaz about his purity. This would be a conversation that he and his wife would have with all of their children. Let's pause here, see what Topaz, how he took that. Oh, after discussing the importance of purity in the eyes of the Watcher, Topaz agrees to wait until marriage to woohoo, but they don't seem to be taking it very seriously. That is really interesting, honestly. Maybe the way his dad positioned it, or the way he's seen his siblings have it positioned to them, is causing him to question a little bit. We don't know. Oh, Limestone is using the bathroom. He is full on his potty, guys. Like, he is level 3. Rose had a late night. Oh my goodness, what are we doing? She has a child hidden under her skirts. That's very interesting. Okay. Ooh, we're hungry. Let's get something to eat, guys. Let's grab a serving. We're also going to have to get showers and use the bathroom. But for right now, I think everybody is just discussing the plans that they have for the day. So I should share with you, not only does Beth want to volunteer with family, so does her husband. And look at this, you guys. He, the head of the household, the spiritual head, wants to have a child, and so he feels the Watcher is telling him, it could be that he perceived you guys telling him through the comments that we are to have another baby, and, he is only here to fulfill the will of the Watcher, of course. James and Beth both love children, but my goodness, guys, they are getting on in age. Let's pause it here. I want to bring open the calendar. I guess James has a while. We have 4 weeks until James ages up. So his wife is set to age up after him because she's been pregnant so many darn times. Guys, this could be baby at least 11. If the try for baby is successful, and typically it is. We are just going to get showers, use the potty, get ourselves ready, and then I think, you guys, we're going to go on this volunteer with family trip. That should be super fun for them, but Rose, I think, has discussed with her parents that she would really like to spend some alone time, that it really does bother her that she feels a little overwhelmed right now by everybody, and she does want to do the will of the Watcher, but she feels the Watcher telling her to be quiet and alone, and is asking her parents for permission to do that. I think James and Beth feel pretty darn good about that. They're going to be taking the other kids with them. They may leave Topaz here to watch his sister, but at the same time, Topaz is excited to go volunteer. Topaz wants to do the will of the Watcher. He wants to reach lost souls for the Watcher. So it would be kind of a bummer for him if he didn't go. And so I can see their parents really trying to pay attention to each one of them, respond to their needs. Why don't you go play some horseshoes with your sister far away from the woohooing that is happening at this moment? Y'all, put in the comments whether you want Beth to be with child or not, and we'll see. I don't know. It was probably going to work. I don't know for sure if it will. There's a very small percentage chance that it could fail. Well, Mr. has done his deed. I think that he's having a grand time. He had a great holiday. Oh my goodness, we're eating for two. Eating for at least two, I think, is the most correct thing to say. Guys, do you think this will be a singleton? Do you think we're dealing with twins? Watch or forbid that it's triplets. I can't. But, is that maybe what we're thinking? Let me know down in the comments. Mom is telling James about it. It looks like it's kind of triggering differently, but that's okay. It says a relief from a negative pregnancy test. We actually got a positive one, but she is relieved, I think, at this point that she is pregnant. James is happy about his big news, but is also having doubts. James knows that the Watcher loves children. Maybe he doesn't deserve to be a parent. Oh my goodness, he may be questioning his age. In the meantime, though, they are going to go volunteer. Rose Quarts has expressed a wish to kind of be on her own, explore things a little. They're fine with that. They really don't know many Sims here. It's not like she can get into any trouble. She's going to go wander in the wilderness to be closer with her Watcher. Garnet is going to stay home with Limestone. So we are going to go volunteer at a bake sale. It is preparation day for Harvest Fest. So I think that's very, very appropriate. So our newly pregnant Beth and her husband, who might be doubting a little bit of this, and her eldest son is off to do that volunteerism. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and let Garnet stay here with Limestone. Garnet is much more than prepared. Garnet is like pretty much a pro at this point, and Garnet's going to have to get used to it because her buddy is currently the bun in her mother's oven. He and Garnet are going to go play. Limestone and Garnet are going to go play in here. Rose, let's travel a little, please. In fact, I think her, Sage, and Luna have all agreed to meet up. So Luna has discovered, oh my, they're scratching themselves. Great. They've all agreed to meet up. I would like to think that they sort of like popped by the campsite and was like, hey, did you want to hang out? And she was like, cool, you guys are around my age. And Luna has discovered that Rose Quarts is the sibling of the famous, in her eyes, Fundie Simfluencer, Danny Joseph. Rose is introducing themselves to Stella and to Luna's father. I do not remember Mr.'s name. Ulysses. Ulysses grew up Fundie, so I am sure that he is really hoping that this is just a phase for Luna. By the way, you guys, the Days live right here. Meanwhile, Sage and her family live right here. So it's a very close knit. Sage and Luna have been close, I think, for a while. We're going to travel, I think, just have them sort of walk all over, Ooh, there's some wolfsbane flower here. I really do think that Rose would be interested in the local flora and fauna. I think that just the quietness, the beauty of the nature that the Watcher has built all around would be something that I think Rose finds solace in, especially because Rose feels a little bit of internal struggle, to be honest. Sage is really chilling out. Oh my goodness. Definitely a werewolf. And I think that Rose has some questions about this for sure. So Rose is going to discuss interests with Sage, and this is going to be for the purpose of evangelizing to Sage. There is genuine interest. Ooh, let's ask about Moonwood Mill. Like, you're a local. What do you get out of this place? How does the Watcher reveal themselves to you in this place? So there would be genuine interest in getting to know Sage, but the most loving thing Rose and all of Rose's siblings have been encouraged to do is to try to win souls for the Watcher. A werewolf never forgets a first kiss under the full moon. It's a singularly magical and romantic moment. Oh my goodness. Rose has heard about werewolves. So we're going to talk about the Watcher with Sage. Rose has heard about werewolves and has not heard nice things about them, but Sage seems so down to earth, even if a little lost, so maybe the Watcher put Rose here to save Sage's soul. She feels pretty good about where Luna's soul is heading because she's drawn to this lifestyle, so that's a good sign, We're gonna share a testimony, and I think I don't think Sage is as bought into this. I think Sage sees Rose as in a cult, and I think that she sees her friend Luna maybe getting sucked in. And I think Sage is like, look, the world is not this little bubble protected by things. There is no umbrella of protection. Like, real tragedies happen and werewolves have to deal with that. I think, Sage is kind of pointing out, like, look, just across the stream here, there's Greg's house. Greg is a very sad werewolf, and are you going to go up and tell him that the Watcher's just going to make his life hunky-dory and happy? I think that Rose feels pressure to really show the power of the Watcher as she experiences me as someone who directly influences every step of Rose's day. They are taking a picture. Rose is commemorating this moment, I like to think, as, I would like to take this picture with you because, I want to remember you no matter where we go. But also, this is the last moment before we see the Watcher work in mysterious ways. Sage, I am going to show you, and Luna, I am going to show you that the Watcher does not desire for you to give in to your werewolf transformations, that the Watcher desires for you to live as the Watcher's plan for you was, and that Watcher's plan for you is to be happy in the body that you were born in and to not give in to our beastly desires, whether it's because you guys are werewolves or because I am a sinful sim. Luna is so excited for this picture. Oh, that's disappointing. You know what? Maybe we won't get the picture. And guys, I don't know where Greg is. Like, if we go over to this werewolf's house, he is nowhere to be seen. Absolutely nowhere. And I need him to be here. I really hope that enough time hasn't passed that Greg would have passed away. I think he might be immortal. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I hope. Let's look for frogs over here at least. Let's just kind of chill out and poke around maybe because we don't see Greg, but Rose is going to be there like the Jehovah's Witnesses or the Sims version of the Jehovah's Witnesses that she condemns as a cult while blindly not being able to see that she is in one as well. She's not wrong. She's just not totally right either. The idea that only the Jehovah's Witnesses are in a cult. But she's going to be there waiting for Greg so that she can work in the Watcher or have the Watcher work through her, be the Watcher's mouthpiece, and really just share the love of the Watcher to Greg's broken heart. She's heard quite a lot about him from Sage and from Luna and from their parents, to be honest. Ooh, she's scared. Something's watching. Rose Quarts has that distinct creepy feeling that someone or something was watching her. Oh, she's scared. And she's thinking about her brother. Oh, baby. I love to think of Rose as like, go to your happy place, go to your happy place, go to your happy place. You know what? I didn't even realize that these signs were interactable. I wonder if we read them enough, if Greg will come out. Y'all, to be very fair, I played with this pack when it first came out and haven't really touched it since. And it was off of a fresh save. So I legitimately don't know how to summon Greg. But we have a few days to do this. Again, she can just hang out for a little bit. She has been on her own for a little while. And that has cleared. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Here's the tortured soul himself. Oh my. Well, let's attempt to communicate with Greg. Because that's what Rose would be doing. Rose would be going off on this harrowing journey with just the protection of her Watcher with her. Oh, Rose is so scared. And y'all, I know I keep referring to Rose as she. We've kind of gone over a few of those reasons that whilst in Rose's parents' home, Rose would only be viewed as she. Oh my. Ooh, the way he moves is so creepy, you guys. It's so creepy. Greg is just trying to do his stuff and ran away from Rose. So I think Rose is going to try to confront Greg again. Oh man, he is so creepy. Rose is crying Greg at the moment. Oh my goodness. Rose is seeing all the fury of Greg and is running away. Ooh, Rose is terrified and hiding. I can imagine Rose telling herself to get it together. Oh no, Rose, Quarts, and Greg are getting into a fight. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh gosh. Ooh, Rose, I'm so sorry, sweetie. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So, ooh, all right. So Rose, let's take a look at the damage. Oh my goodness. Well, the watch, what is that? Rose Quarts has learned the following traits about Greg: that he's mean, that he is battered and bruised. Ouch, Rose Quarts got hurt bad. Recently, they are feeling a bit sorry for themselves. Werebies! Oh my gosh, you guys! No! Okay, I was gonna have her try to respectfully introduce herself, but girl is infected. Oh, baby. Look at the paw prints on Rose's back. Oh my gosh, guys. Listen, Rose Quartz has got to go home. I gotta tell you guys, I don't like this. Rose is frothing at the mouth. There is no way Rose's mom does not see this. Let's try to calm Rose down because, of course, Beth would have no idea what was going on. Beth would have no clue. Her daughter is all of a sudden in this rage. So for 4 hours, oh my gosh. So right now, Rose is in control of Rose's faculties, but she can see how upset Rose is. Rose just wants to be left alone. Rose's loner trait has never been so tapped into at this moment. Mom and Dad have to speak with Rose. They know that there is this massive change. Rose might be sick. Rose has to be prayed over. Rose is, oh my goodness. Rose is so mad, gonna ask for prayers, but they have to talk with Dad. Mom is newly pregnant, asking what's going on, like, how could you risk yourself that way? And Rose saying, like, hey, I wanted to show the power of the Watcher, so I went to go get Greg. And they're like, what is Greg? Catching them all up. And listen, Mom's pregnant. Whatever Rose was bit from, Rose cannot be around Beth, and Rose cannot be around James. They do want to make sure that Beth is provided for. They do want to make sure that Rose is provided for and taken care of, but they can't risk their other kids. They don't know what this is. So for right now, Rose is going to be shoved in this little trailer right here. The door is going to be locked while they figure out what's going on. If this is contagious, what do they do? Beth and James are going to make some calls. Rose says that she knows what this is, that she feels like she got bit by a werewolf, and they're like, that cannot be true. There's no way. And Rose is going to go in. Rose is ravenously hungry, or is going to be ravenously hungry. So we're going to be making a whole lot of stuff. Dad actually gave her asado that he made to put in this fridge because I think that they've been warned. I think that they've been called that, hey, this is what's happening. Rose has been bitten by Greg and has werebees. And they're like, you know what we can do? We can pray this away. Between the two of us, what a way for the Watcher to show his power, haha. And what a way for us to be a light, to show the power of just faith. We don't have to lean on science. They say that there's medicine. We'll give Rose some Tylenol, essentially, or like whatever their version of, oh my gosh, try to force the werebees out. Why don't we just pee like a champion? Why don't we just do that? You know what? We're not going to give in to this superstition. Rose just has the flu. Like, we don't wear masks. We don't get vaccinated unless we have to. And this is just playing in. Oh boy, I did not realize that was hot. Oops. So Rose is just going to be locked in here just so that it doesn't spread. Give her a chance to sweat it out, try to force the werebees out. Like, would she just poop? Like, would that be the thing? After talking in hushed tones to each other, they're going to go ahead and put the kid, she's talking about being sick. They're going to go ahead and put the kids to bed and really just try to tell them that, hey, we're going to do our best to pray for your sister, pray for her healing. We don't believe in all this werewolf stuff. It'll be fine. Meanwhile, Rose has agreed to stay in here work on Watcher honoring things like knitting little blankets and patterns for the family that she will one day have when this is all over. Rose is going to be praying. Daddy is praying with limestone and topaz. Topaz, I think, has already drifted to sleep, or is at least trying to, but Daddy's reading a symbol book to his youngest. Mama is updating Garnet that no, Rose Quarts will not be sleeping with you tonight. Rose Quarts is very, very sick, and we need to be praying to the Watcher for Rose Quarts. So we're going to get you in bed. We're going to say a prayer, and we and the Watcher love you very, very much. The Watcher also loves your sister, so don't you fret, don't you worry. Then the only thing that they can do is just go to bed and pray furiously. And guys, that will bring me to the end of this episode. If you are excited to see what the next steps are for Rose, like I said, we've been referring to Rose as she, even though Rose rolled that Rose is not cis. That is about to, oh, Beth, what are you doing? Get out. You are locked out of here. Thank you. I think Beth is trying to comfort Rose, be a comfort to Rose. But Beth is going to have to stop that. Beth, again, is pregnant. Beth doesn't know if this is contagious. I think Beth is trying to be strong for Rose and show her a strong faith. Rose's identity is about to be challenged in a very, very literal and physical way. And I'm excited for Rose to see that. There will be a lot of suffering. There will be pain. There will be a whole lot of confusion for Rose, but it is on the way to me showing Rose who I have designed Rose to be. And we'll see if Rose takes the lesson. Rose just got finished knitting. Very happy for Rose. Let's see if we can't send Rose to bed. Guys, the rest of the family, when they wake up and see the state that Rose is in, may end up leaving early to let Rose sort of convalesce away from the rest of the children. I don't even know how you would frame something like this, especially with their understanding and vocabulary. If werewolves were real, I don't know how I would do this, but you know what? They are right. I do have a plan for Rose. They are right. Rose will be taken care of. They are right. I do work all things together for the good of those that allow me. It's not going to be the way that they think, but I would be so honored if you would join me tomorrow night, Saturday night at 7 p.m. Actually, at 6 p.m. I'm going to back that up. We're going to back it up an hour. And we're going to play through Rose's transformation into a werewolf. And I am so excited to see you there and see how Rose really uses this to come into their own and discover things about themselves and about me that they would have never had the opportunity to had they not gone through this. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. It helps in ways that I cannot even tell you. I will see you next time I stream or post. For those that cannot catch the live stream or watch it back later, you know that I will update you. Watch or bless. And as always, you guys, happy simming.